Hi, I'm Lauren Laverne, and I'm here in my role as AMEX Entertainment Insider on the red carpet at the 56th BFI London Film Festival in partnership with American Express. And what better way to kick off this year's festivities than with the European premiere of Tim Burton's awesome new film, Frankenweenie.
Victor had a plan.
Your dog is alive!
With Sparky, Edgar,
We can make a death ray.
It says no death rays.
Oh, man.
Bob,
Cool.
and Weird Girl.
Mr. Whiskers?
With the premiere about to begin, I grabbed a quick word with director Tim Burton and a few other well-known faces. So it's a personal movie for you, this. What can you tell me about that?
Well, you know, it's when I was a boy, I had a dog, very special. It's that sort of first love that you have, you know, very unconditional, you know, love affair and very pure that you can have with certain pets. And I also happen to love like Frankenstein movies. So the idea of combining the two, my two loves, you know, just seemed like a fairly natural mixture.
And the critics are loving it as well, which is great. But they're also very pleased to see you returning to stop-motion animation. Why did you decide to do that, and how did it feel to be doing that again?
Well, I love it. It's such an old-fashioned medium, you know. It's like goes back, as much as technology is advanced, it goes back to the beginnings of cinema, you know, one frame at a time. You have a puppet, it's like bringing an inanimate object to life. It's like the Frankenstein story, so it sort of mixes well.
Well, I'm on the red carpet once again with Martin Short. Welcome, Martin. How's life?
Thank you very much. It's thrilling to be here.
London is screaming for you and thrilled by your presence.
Well, it's high time.
Now, Martin, you play an interesting trio of characters in Frankenweenie. How do you go about creating a voice for a character? Where did you start with this project?
You know, you see a sketch that Tim has done, a drawing, a rendering, and you just experiment. Tape is cheap. You keep playing with different ideas, different approaches. Maybe he's like that. Maybe he's like that. You know, just keep. And then when Tim starts laughing, you kind of go, oh yeah, that's what it is.
I also caught up with puppeteers Ian McKinnon and Pete Saunders to find out more. You guys created the puppets, some of which we can see here, for Frankenweenie. Stop motion is a classic movie technique, of course, and something that Tim Burton has quite clearly done before, very successfully. How is it that, what do you think he brings to it?
Tim uses it for his own kind of Tim Burton genre, and you know, this Frankenweenie film is very much in that vein, you know, with the kind of the horror film references and the black and white, and so I think you know, I think that's probably one of the elements that he brings to it. But it's certainly driven by his passion and by his sense of humour, which is, I think, is great.
There are tons of great references in the films to other films, like horror classics. What should we be looking out for?
The rebirth of Sparky, which is obviously based on Frankenstein.
My favourite reference in the film is the poodle that lives next door, and in a metamorphosis later on in the film, it turns into a character like the Bride of Frankenstein, and so that's a really comical and some nice little prestige that Tim put into the film.
Well, that's all from here on the red carpet at the 56th BFI London Film Festival in partnership with American Express. And if tonight was anything to go by, it's going to be a cracking festival.